There's a lot of people talking about seeing the Chili Peppers in Edmonton walking around. Were you one of those people?
I was. Well, yeah, there's only 4 of us, so I guess, yeah, I was one of them. I got out to the farmer's market on 104th, did a couple of laps up and down that street. Then we all went out to a great taco place.
Trey Carnet.
Yeah.
Is it funny how people make a big deal of it when you try to just go and do normal things?
Funny might not be the right word. It's a bit, I try to put myself, I try and convince myself to not be so angry at people's behavior sometimes, because I understand you don't see, not people here, but anyone doesn't see people that they listen to on record every day. But also, the people in a band are just people like anyone else, and they need to eat, and they need to go out, and they need to have a bit of privacy and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I think there's something a bit unhealthy about going, and getting your phone out and being all weird. I mean, that's psychotic behavior.
So be cool, and you'll be cool, is that it?
Yeah, I mean, there was a nice guy in the queue right before us in the line yesterday at the taco place that was on the verge of announcing to the room that we were there, and our tour manager just said, hey, and, I don't know. So again, I have to remind myself to not be so harsh, but yeah, I wish people would be a little, oh, it's nice. Maybe a wave, not like a...
I get you. I mean, you are the newest member of the band. You see the other guys maybe a little bit more used to it. I mean, being
well, they're used to it. I don't get it very often. If Anthony and Flea hadn't been out to dinner with us last night, I probably wouldn't have been recognized at all. Mm-hmm. And I was not in the band for a long time, and I used to go out with those guys, or I was good friends with John, the former guitar player, and we would go out together, and I was really good at spotting the people, recognizing them and getting all weird and starting to stare. So I'm kind of used to that, and I just again, people are very sweet often, but you get people that just don't understand that just because you play in a popular rock and roll band, you're a normal person.
Yeah.
You don't want to be treated that way. I mean, that's the most embarrassing thing. And again, it's unhealthy to walk around being treated like you're something that special.
You get treated like a rock star, but you are a rock star, right? So that it's the cliche, right? That's what it's the cliche that comes
me,
through,
because I spent a long time not being whatever that means, rock star, and I used to tour with this band as the bonus guitar player. I'm not a rock star, and then as I graduate to full-time member, nothing about me changes except maybe I can afford rent now, but really nothing about my life changes. I find that people will react harshly to you if you start acting like you're something special or important and start demanding people do things for you and barking orders, and one might do that when they're treated like a freak in public. So I think it's a two-way street. If people treat people in rock bands or celebrities, whatever you want to call it, normally, then I think it would be less likely you'd find them acting strange and feeling like they are apart from the rest of the world. So I don't know. Anyway.
No, that's great. But to be coming from almost like a fan of the band to being in the band, it's for some people be a dream come true. For some, it's whatever. I mean, you get inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with them. What's that been like?
Well, again, I haven't really done anything differently since I was 17, 18 years old. I've been playing music since then in a somewhat professional way. Now we play at these big, fancy, lovely buildings all over the world, or now I do. My standard answer about the Hall of Fame is that it's the biggest honor in the world to be these guys' friend, and I feel that way every day. And when I get to play music with them, I get to hang out with them in the car, I get to talk sports or politics with these guys, and they're my friends, and they're people that have contributed a lot to modern pop culture, and I think it's really special that if I needed to talk to someone or if I wanted to text a stupid picture, I could do that to those guys.
Yeah.
And the Hall of Fame, I didn't necessarily do anything to warrant being in a Hall of Fame. But again, like the fact that I'm their friend had brought me to that, and that's
You're the youngest member in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I had nothing to do with that.
Yeah. Do you see, like, obviously being a fan, being in the band, doing new stuff, how these guys have formed, and then your contribution to it's still relevant, right? The Chili Peppers are still looked at as maybe a dying breed as a rock band. Is there something, the magic that's there all the time?
Well, I just think it's for whatever reason, and I guess the reason is the people. I mean, the four of us, and it's amazing to include myself in the group of incredible people that have been in this band. But, you know, Chad, Flea, Anthony, Flea and Anthony have been friends, close friends, since before they had this band. They have such a love for each other, and that, at the core, is what keeps this band going. You know, Chad's been in the band for a long time. You know, we have the original drummer of the Chili Peppers, Jack Irons, on this tour opening for us, and just watching Jack, Flea, and Anthony interact. I mean, they went to high school together. There's such a love there, and Chad has been in the band now, you know, for longer than he joined in late, you know, almost 30 years. I mean, these guys have such a deep connection, and I mean, I think there's some crazy statistic where I'm now the second longest tenured guitarist.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I don't know. There's something.
Do you feel like a younger person? Did you bring different energy to this band? Like, you know, as a band gets to a certain point, having someone younger in, do you think gives them, energizing them? You know?
Maybe. I don't know if they need any help energizing themselves. I mean, so many times, you know, I'm the one that hobbles off the stage. But yeah, I think these guys still have the ability to give it everything they have, physically, mentally. You know, they've been doing it long enough. They know how to do this very well. They know what they have to do to be able to deliver 100% of themselves, even if it's not a good show, even if we're not connecting, or if something's in the air that's not working, they're still giving it everything they have. I mean, and myself included, I'm just not as good as at figuring out how to do it. I just go and I do it, and if it works, it works. It doesn't work. But those guys are so good at giving it their all, and I think that's probably what translates. And hopefully, you know, I mean, to me, that's the most natural explanation for why there's still 12, 13, 14, 45, 60-year-olds in the crowd. You know, from all walks of life and all ages, and you know, yeah, it's shocking to see.
You seem pretty humble. You're the guitar player for the Red Hot Chili Peppers. You seem pretty humble to be here, right? You know?
Yes, yeah, but you know, I wasn't in the band for a long time. So.
Right, but you are. I mean, you know, it's not. They just don't let anyone in. This is like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I know. It's an honor, as I said, it's an honor to be in this group of people, and not just the band. I mean, I'm sure you've met along your way down the hall. I mean, we have so many incredible people touring with us, from the people that get here at 8 in the morning and hang the shiny objects, to the people that cook food for us, to the people that hang bring these in.
Sure.
We have that's the coolest thing about being in this band is being surrounded all the time by incredible people, and they're just drawn to Chad, Flea, and Anthony, and now me, which is an honor.
Like a family in some regards.
Yeah, no, it really is. Like, we've been away for a year. We've been touring. This is who I've seen the most.
And you say there's all these people in the crowd from 11 to 45s to 60. Do you see this band going well into, you know, bands these days play a long time?
They do, yeah. I mean, I don't see it ending. I mean, I see the three of them, and you know, I'm quite a bit behind them in age, but I don't see them having any interest in stopping, and I still see an amazing desire to write great songs. You know, I think at the end of the day, that's what it's all based on. You know, good songs that connect to lots of people, and this band has done that very well for a long time. And you know, I can't be more proud to be a part of something that is able to do that.